as she had a clear layup.
That's my girl. That's my girl.
We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting until the end. Guys, the Las Vegas Aces is officially the 2025 WNBA champions. Oh my God. They had me feeling sorry for the Phoenix Mercury. Specifically in the first and second quarter, the first half of this game. And the second quarter we see Alyssa Thomas, or maybe it was the third quarter. It was either the second or third quarter we see Alyssa Thomas get hit, okay, in the shoulder, and she was out. She had to get escorted out. I'm like, what is going on? There's no way. Guys, again, forgive me for my ignorance. Okay, I don't know. That's why I'm asking y'all. Somebody tell me in the comments right now. Is this the first time this has ever happened? Since when in the WNBA, and more specifically the WNBA, has it ever occurred in a finals series, in the finals, that one team beats the opposing team 4 games in a row, 3 games in a row? What is going on? For the first time ever, guys, the WNBA has implemented this 7-game series for the WNBA Finals. And we just saw the Battle of the Deserts. That's what I've been calling the series, the Battle of the Deserts. It's Phoenix, Arizona versus the Las Vegas Aces, okay, Las Vegas, Nevada. What desert is best? Who gonna come out on top? Well, obviously, Las Vegas Aces is best. They came out on top. But they beat the Phoenix Mercury back to back to back to back. Has that ever occurred? That's embarrassing. What's wrong with the Phoenix Mercury? They crumbled. Yes, unfortunately, just 2 days ago on Wednesday, we saw Satou Sabally, okay, get that concussion. Terrible. Then today's game, in second and third quarter, we saw Alyssa Thomas go down from an injury, but she came back, though. Again, Alyssa Thomas was not out of the game for that long, okay? She came right back into the game after she got that shoulder injury. When actually Jewel Lloyd had set that screen up, she set her feet, and then boom, we saw Alyssa Thomas just collide onto Jewel Lloyd. But again, guys, it's this is the best, one of the best gifts I could get prior to my college graduation, okay, which is tomorrow. I can't wait. I'm so excited. But I was like, please, let's wrap this up, okay? I don't want it to be a game 5 come this Sunday. And the Las Vegas Aces got it done, baby. They gave us a clean sweep. The game concluded, guys, with the Las Vegas Aces, of course, being on top. They had 97 points compared to the Phoenix Mercury's just 86 points. The Las Vegas Aces won by 9 points. Again, I don't know what to say, guys. I'm in awe. I'm in shock. I'm proud. I'm happy for the Las Vegas Aces. I've been rooting for them, okay, in the playoffs, to the semifinals and finals, specifically when the Minnesota Lynx got swept up out of here by the Phoenix Mercury. I just don't know what to say about the Phoenix Mercury. Is it just me? It was odd that literally it was during the halftime portion of today's game, Nike had ran a commercial. I'm going to insert the as much of the commercial in this video prior to my commentary as much as possible. Okay, I don't want to get hit with a copyright strike, guys. I got so many clips to insert in this video prior to my commentary. It was literally near halftime. Why did Nike have a commercial of the WNBA trophy on an airplane being flown across the Las Vegas nightline, the sky? I'm like, is this not rigged? Is this not propaganda? Obviously, they more than likely was you know what? We're going to spend millions upon millions of dollars on this commercial. We're not going to release it until, say, at least game 4. We're probably you know what? If the Las Vegas Aces are on a very positive trajectory, meaning it looks as though they're more than likely going to be the champions of 2025, then we're going to release it during game 4 of the finals. But it's still kind of shady. A lot of people's is that, what is going on? How dare Nike do that? Okay, they have audacity. I might do a whole other video more about that and some conspiracy theories about that maybe tomorrow. Also in today's game, guys, we saw Nate Tibbets get ejected from the game in the third quarter. He kind of got on the court. Well, he didn't kind of do anything. He got on the court, got up in the female ref's face. I think he had cursed at her, but he was kind of confused. What did I do? He was just asking for an explanation. Tell me why you're putting me out of the game. Like, why am I getting ejected? They ain't want to hear. They just ejected this man anyway. So his assistant coach and assistant coaches, that squad of his, they had to take over for this game. This game was crazy, guys. It was crazy because, again, in the first and second quarter, man, the Las Vegas Aces had that belt. They had that belt out. They had that broom out. They had the belt and the broom. They had a broom in this hand and they had a belt in this hand, and they just gave it to him, bro. But you know what? In the fourth and final quarter, we saw the Phoenix Mercury try to come back up, okay, aggressively. Shout out to Kalia Copper, okay? Shout out to Ka. If it wasn't for her, Kalia Copper and herself alone, she was the reason why the Phoenix Mercury was in the game. She kept them in the game. She kept them competitive. She kept them on the edge, okay? On just the edge of success. DeWanda Bonner, Alyssa Thomas was going crazy, okay? I mean, like, literally. She was trying to bulldoze her way into a victory. It didn't work. Her and Dana Evans was getting into it. I got video proof, okay? You saw Dana Evans say, you ain't moving ish. You ain't moving ish. To Alyssa Thomas. Alyssa Thomas and Dana Evans was damn near about to fight, okay? I ain't gonna lie. When Dana Evans had to defend Alyssa Thomas, she was low-key cooking her. I'm not going to freaking high right now, guys. There's so much to say, but let's just get into it. So in the first quarter, again, the Las Vegas Aces had that belt and that broom out. They put up 30 points compared to the Mercury's 21 points. The second quarter, the Las Vegas Aces put up 24 points. The Mercury put up 17. The third quarter, the Aces put up 22 points. Mercury put up 24. That's when they was aggressively trying to respond and come back. The fourth and final quarter, the Aces only put up 21 points compared to the Phoenix Mercury's 24 points. Now let's get into the individual player statistics. Let's start with the Las Vegas Aces, aka the champions, okay, rightfully so. A'ja Wilson, guys, had 31 points, 4 assists, 9 rebounds. Kirsten Bell had 3 points, 0 assists, 1 rebound. Alyssa Smith, again, she was getting on my nerves. Okay, now hear me out, y'all. She played for 23 minutes, and Alyssa Smith put up 5 points, had 0 assists and 5 rebounds. I believe she also had 5 fouls. Again, I understand this is her first time being in the finals, experiencing that. That's a lot of pressure. But I had just found out earlier today, Alyssa Smith actually won the championship under Kim Mulkey at Baylor University. I think it was 2019. I think she was like a freshman, maybe a sophomore in college. So she was a champion in college, right? But again, Alyssa Smith needs more, this was her first time being in the finals in the WNBA, and it showed, okay, terribly. She would not stop drawing fouls. She was getting on my nerves, but hey, at the end of the day, she's still a champion, so it is what it is. Chelsea Gray had 18 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. Jackie Young had 18 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds. Megan Gustafson had 0 points, 0 assists, 1 rebound. Dana Evans, shout out to Big Dana, not the little one, okay? I'm so proud of her. Again, she was getting on my nerves last season when she was playing for my Chicago Sky, but she deserves this ring, which ironically, she won a championship with the Chicago Sky back in 2021 with Candace Parker and Kalia Copper. And now she just snatched the championship from Kalia Copper. Shout out to Dana. Again, Dana put up 10 points, had 2 assists, 1 rebound. Jewel Lloyd, okay, she went through so much turmoil out there in Seattle when she was playing for the Seattle Storm last season. Now she done left them, came to the Las Vegas Aces, and now a champion. Jewel put up 12 points, had 1 assist, and 4 rebounds. Now let's talk about the Pathetic Mercury. Let's just keep it real, okay? Alyssa Thomas still managed to get not a double-double. She got a triple-double. Alyssa Thomas, guys, had 17 points, 10 assists, 12 rebounds. DeWanda Bonner had a double-double. She had 10 points, 1 assist, 10 rebounds. Natasha Mack, of course, she had zeros across the board. Kalia Copper, guys, again, she was aggressive. She was the leading scorer in tonight's game for the Phoenix Mercury. That woman alone had 30 points, 1 assist, 6 rebounds. Monique Akoa-Makani had 10 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. Catherine Westbold had 3 points, 0 assists, 3 rebounds. Kalani Brown, she was moving and grooving. I was like, where did she come from? She usually hardly gets no minutes. But of course, just this past Wednesday, when Satu Sabli got hurt, she got concussed. Of course, Kalani Brown has no choice but to step up. She had 10 points, 0 assists, 4 rebounds. Lexi Held had 3 points, 0 assists, 1 rebound. And Sammy Whitcomb had 3 points, 1 assist, 0 rebounds. There has to be some accountability on the Phoenix Mercury's part. I'm sorry. Again, I got to really do more research. I may have to watch this game again on my way to graduation tomorrow. I'm going to probably get there early. I'm going to just watch the video, or maybe even actually tomorrow morning. I'm going to try to get up, get ready, get dressed, and just think about what is going on. I got to do a case study on this because, again, somebody please tell me in the comments, has this occurred before? When has there been a time in the WNBA, I don't even think in the men's game, the NBA, this has happened, in the final series, where one team just gets swept. They ain't put their hands up one time and won at least one game. When has this ever occurred? Why is this acceptable? I'm ashamed and embarrassed of the Phoenix Mercury. I mean, I guess you could say they did try. They gave it their all. Okay, but like, nah, the Las Vegas Aces is good. Obviously, they're the 3-time championship winning team in 4 years, 3 rings in 4 years. But are they? I mean, they barely was hanging in there for Seattle. They barely hung in there for Indiana Fever. So you mean to tell me, when it comes down to the wire, the Phoenix Mercury, who swept the New York Liberty, the same Phoenix Mercury who swept the #1 seed, being the Minnesota Lynx, when it comes to the finals, down to the wire, they can't win one game? That doesn't sound suspicious to y'all? That don't seem fishy to y'all? Something is going on, okay? And then, of course, that Nike commercial. I got to do my research, guys. But again, I'm still on a high. I'm happy. Shout out to Asia Wilson. Shout out to all the aces. They went. Think about Aaliyah Nye, the rookie. Aaliyah Nye. She got drafted to the freaking Las Vegas Aces. I'm saddened for Deja Kelly, how she got cut and waived, because it would have been so nice to see her as a rookie as well, get her first championship ring as a baby rookie. But again, this game was incredible. This series has been incredible. The WNBA season is officially over, guys, but don't worry. Of course, we got women's college basketball coming up. I'm a huge fan. I'm about to just be covering so many games. You know, I follow so many teams. And it's just so much more to discuss, guys. Again, comment down below if this is unprecedented. The fact that Phoenix Mercury was allowed to get swept like that, 4 games back to back to back to back, it's crazy. But again, shout out to the Las Vegas Aces, my lucky Aces. The 2024 WNBA champions, the Las Vegas Aces, have swept the Phoenix Mercury for the 2025 WNBA championship.